I get asked all the time, what is the difference between the Dentist Gross peel pads and the HEDO peel pads, and which are better? So let's break it down and give you all the details so that you can make a decision for yourself. First, let's look at the most prevalent acids. So this has glycolic, mandelic, lactic, and salicylic acid. Glycolic is at about 5%, and then if you total up all the rest of the acids, the total acids result in about 10.3% of the total acids in the formula, and that's of the exfoliating pads. And if you take a look at the HEDO peel pads, it actually has TCA, which is a much stronger acid than glycolic acid, glycolic, mandelic, and lactic as well. So when you're taking a look at the total of the top 4 acids, you're taking a look at this being over 40% when you combine all the acids in there. So you're really talking about total acids of 10 or 11% for the Dentist Gross peel pads, and you're really talking about over 40% with the HEDO peel pads. So right off the bat, when you take a look at the types of acids and the percentage of the total acids, these are apples and oranges. Now, AHA acids are going to be the most important from an anti-aging perspective. So you really want to keep your eye on the glycolic, which is at about 5%, and the TCA, which the glycolic and the TCA combined here is about 20%. So you see, even from an AHA level, the difference is significant. Then we want to take a look at this step 2 and what this step 2 is actually doing. So that combination of acids is actually going to bring your pH down. It's actually going to work on what it needs to work on for the exfoliation. And the step 2 is really going to start to neutralize and bring it up. And it has some very, very light actives to really bring your pH level up and really work the skin back up. The Glow peel pads are really intended to get in there to exfoliate, and then you use other products to really customize your skincare routine to bring your pH back up and get the actives that you need in your skincare routine. So you have a lot more control about what you're doing with your routine if you're using the HEDO Glow peel pads. Here, it's kind of a one-size-fits-all exfoliation, very general. You can use it morning and night, and these are the extra strength peel pads. Then let's talk price. 60 sets of these pads for $150, 60 pads for, I think, about $70. And so huge difference in price as well. You can also cut these in half and be able to use these twice. So you can actually double up on the amount of time that you can actually use these pads. So those are your differences. The types of acids that you're using, there's a huge difference in what HEDO brings to the table versus Dentist Gross. The percentage of the acids is a significant difference. We're talking apples and oranges. As far as the 2-step process, if you're building other actives into your routine, this 2-step process doesn't really add a lot of value if you're just using those actives elsewhere in your routine, like the retinol, the niacinamide, and so forth. They're really just used to really give you a little bit of an enhanced benefit as you neutralize the skin, which is actually going to stop the exfoliation while you're doing that. Before I mic drop on this, I want to give you another option, because I've recently found this exfoliator, and it's actually a glycolic exfoliator by Tula. So if you're really taking a look at the percentages, where the total percentages on the Dentist Gross peel pads are 10.3% in a mix of acids, and then you have the 40% on the HEDO, if you're looking for a lower percentage of exfoliation, you really want to look at this Tula one, which is a 10% glycolic. And it's actually called the Secret Solution, and it's actually in a really beautiful serum, and it has a ton of moisture, so it really delivers a strong 10% glycolic in a really beautiful moisturizing serum. So this is actually, in my opinion, a better option than this, because glycolic is the acid that's actually proven to really increase the thickness of your skin. So you have this mix of acids that doesn't really total the amount that you actually need of glycolic to really make a difference in the thickness of your skin, but you get a lot closer to that with the Tula formula if you're looking for something that's just a little bit lighter, delivers in a really hydrated manner, and really gives you that pure glycolic. There's my feedback on exfoliation. Obviously, I'm a little bit of a fanatic about exfoliation, so I love building an exfoliation agenda around what I'm actually looking for. And I wanted to make sure that I answered this question, but also tell you, I think there's actually a better option out there with this particular formulation. I hope that's helpful. I'll talk to you soon.